What if I told you there's a $2 item sitting on a random website right now that you could resell for $4 on Amazon today without ever touching inventory, without a warehouse, without even leaving your room? This isn't drop shipping fluff. This is online arbitrage, and big sellers are quietly running this as a full business. Let me show you exactly how it works and how it scales. Online arbitrage is simple at its core. You find a product selling cheap on one platform and the exact same product, often from the exact same manufacturer, already selling for more on a bigger platform like Amazon. You buy it at the low price, list it, or ship it to be sold at the higher price, and you pocket the difference. The product never changes, the demand already exists. You're just closing the price gap that already exists between platforms. Here's how the actual flow works. You find a product, say a kitchen gadget or a phone accessory, selling for $2 on a wholesale or overseas marketplace. You check if that same product or a near identical version is already selling on Amazon for $4, $5, even $8. If the math works after fees and shipping, you buy it in bulk at the cheap price, send it to Amazon's fulfillment centers using their FBA program, and Amazon handles the storage, packing, shipping, and customer service. You just collect the profit margin. This matters because it means you're not running a one-person delivery service. You're plugging into an entire logistics network that already exists. You might wonder, why would this gap even exist? Simple. Most sellers on bulk or overseas marketplaces are selling at near cost because they're moving volume, not branding. They don't have an Amazon storefront, reviews, or trust built up. Buyers on Amazon pay a premium for convenience, fast shipping, and trust in the platform itself. You're essentially getting paid for bridging that trust gap, doing the work of importing, listing, and presenting the product properly so it qualifies for that higher price. To start, you don't need much capital. Begin small. Pick one category you understand: kitchen tools, pet accessories, phone cases, and search for products with consistent demand but a small to moderate seller count, which usually signals room for you to compete. Use product research tools that show you sales rank and price history on Amazon. This tells you if a product genuinely sells regularly, not just spikes once. Buy a small test batch first, 10 to 20 units, not 1,000, so you can validate the demand and your margins before committing real money. Now here's where it stops being a side hustle and becomes a real business. Because most people stop at flipping one or two products and never scale. The first level of scaling is product diversification. Once one product proves profitable, you don't just keep reordering it forever. You systematically test 3 to 5 new products every month, building a portfolio so no single item's failure sinks you. The second level is supplier relationships. Instead of buying small batches repeatedly, you negotiate directly with the manufacturer or wholesaler for better unit pricing as your order volume grows. This is where your margin actually expands. The third level is private labeling. Once you find a product that consistently sells well, you go back to that same supplier and ask them to put your own brand name and packaging on it. This moves you from reselling someone else's generic product to owning a branded product, which protects you from competitors copying your exact listing. The fourth level is systemizing the operations, hiring a virtual assistant to handle product research and listing management so you're not the bottleneck doing everything yourself. And the final level is multi-platform expansion. Once you've mastered Amazon, The same sourcing relationships and product knowledge can be pushed into Walmart Marketplace, eBay, or even your own Shopify store, so you're not dependent on one platform's rules or fees. That's the real difference between people who try this for a month and quit and people who build it into an actual 6 or 7 figure operation. It's not about finding one lucky product, it's about building a repeatable system around sourcing, testing, and scaling. If this opened your eyes, follow for the next breakdown and like and subscribe for more such videos.